Hi YouTubers, this is Cindy Curran here from Enlightenment Now, the YouTube channel for spiritual and personal awakening. I am a spiritual life coach, and today I would like to talk about two books that I read. And I wrote a kind of a summary of those books so I would not forget. But the first one is Michael Beckwith's book called Spiritual Liberation. And the second one is Jack Canfield's, well, it's not a book, it's a CD. Sorry about that. Jack Canfield's CD called Maximum Confidence. And both of them are really, really amazing. And if you know who Michael Beckwith is, he's a pastor and he's all about the New Age. He has a website called Agape and he does sermons and it's really good. I'll put the link down below. So if you want to go check him out, he's absolutely amazing. And people know Jack Canfield from the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. He's a well-known speaker all over the world. He's amazing too. So I call this particular post, I call it Challenges and Failures Are Your Friends. We don't always think of our challenges as in our failures as our friends. We have I don't know if it's conditioning or whatever. We look at them, we hate them, we don't want them, but I say embrace them, make them your friend. Once you accept them and you don't fight them, they don't seem as big as they did before. So, and this is why, and it might sound crazy right now, hopefully after I read this you will better understand. So without further ado, as they say, I'll read it to you. In his book, Michael Beckwith's Spiritual Liberation states that challenges are maps to our inner growth. Challenges disrupt our cherished paradigms and opinions, causing us to open our consciousness and let in new thoughts, new ideas, new perceptions, and new points of view. Sometimes the bigger the challenge, the bigger the insight and resulting happiness. So welcome all challenges. Let them interrupt your familiar mindscape. Don't waste your time praying away challenges because that is not a constructive approach. Welcome challenges. Make them your friends. Use affirmative prayer to declare that your inner treasure house is equipped with all that you need to meet your current challenge. In this way, you will grow into the realization that challenges help you unleash your highest potential. If you read the biographies or autobiographies of individuals who have made a significant contribution to the planet, you will realize that their lives were anything but challenge-free. Their challenges provided the context for the discovery and expression of their profoundest gifts. Challenges reveal the inner work you are to do. They are the calling card of transformation. Therefore, know that challenges are the rich material for your spiritual awakening, your personal growth, whatever. We have our challenges and our what we call failures. I hate the word failures. I prefer to use the word challenges because each one is a stepping stone to something better. They teach us something. They make us grow stronger. These challenges are wonderful to have. They wake us up say, I don't know if you've ever had, well, I'm sure you must have had an experience where you're laying at the beach and everything's just hunky-dory and then no problems in the world, but then something happens and it kind of wakes us up and we have to say, okay, back to reality. If we didn't have these challenges, one, we wouldn't grow. We wouldn't learn lessons. We would just stay monotone, stay exactly how we are. So these challenges are very, very important. In his CD, Confidence, Jack Canfield gives examples of people whom have learned the lessons that Beckwith teaches. One of which is Thomas Edison, whose teacher declared him to be unfit for learning. Can you imagine? Unfit for learning. And Thomas Jefferson went on to invent the stock ticker, phonograph, the X-ray machine, and as we all know, of course, the light bulb. And that just names a few things that he invented that we are still using today. When somebody asked him about his failures or his challenges, aka challenges, he answered, and I love this quote, and I use it often: "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." I'm going to say that again. I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that don't work. When someone asked him about being discouraged, he answered, "I am not discouraged because every wrong attempt discarded is another step forward." Canfield goes on to talk about a man who, and it's a long list, so I have to read it. Canfield goes on to talk about a man who failed in business twice, was defeated for legislature, he was defeated for Speaker of the House, he was defeated for elector, he was defeated in Congress twice, he was defeated for Senate twice, he was defeated for Vice President of the United States. He ended up having a nervous breakdown. Go figure with all that, right? But this man that Jack Canfield is talking about is Abraham Lincoln, who went on to be the greatest president the United States has ever known. Lincoln himself was quoted as saying, "Success is going from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm." The light bulb took Edison more than 5,000 tries to get it right. Lincoln was defeated more times than he won, but to them and other successful people, failures, aka challenges, was not something to be afraid of, but was a friend who taught them well. Successful people know that failures are stepping stones to a greater wisdom. And you know, there is one thing that all successful people, in my opinion, have in common, and that is without failure, successful people just keep going and going and going. If something doesn't work, they try it a different way. They learn something new. Whatever it is, they just keep going and going and going. So that's what I want to say to you all. Don't give up. Don't look at your failures or challenges and judge yourself. Like, oh, think about you failed at something and then you're like, oh, I'm such a loser. I failed, you know, I failed at this, I failed at that. Don't look at it that way. Look at the lessons that situation brings. Learn from it. That's why you have it. I believe that everybody was put on this earth for a purpose. We weren't just arbitrarily just dumped on the earth to live our lives day by day, born, get old, and die. That's not what we were here for. We were here for a purpose, and it's for the evolution of our soul. So no matter what you've done in life, I don't care what you've done. I don't care if you were an alcoholic, a prostitute, you hurt people, you whatever, failed 10,000 times like Thomas Edison did. It doesn't matter. Just take a step back. Stop hurting people. If you're hurting people, that is not a good thing. You got the law of karma going on too. So just look at your challenges. Don't look at it as failures. Look at them as learning lessons. Just look at them as a hurdle. Just look at them as challenges. Keep going. Learn your lesson and move on. You'll be a greater, stronger person for it, I promise. And eventually you'll find find what it is that you're looking for. So that's what I wanted to say to you all. Keep on keeping on. Treat your challenges and failures, or what you consider a failure, as your friends. Totally accept it. Don't fight against it. The hardest part is when we have a challenge. We hate it, and what we do is we cause ourselves discourse, and that's what causes our aggravation, because things aren't going the way that we plan them to go, or that we want them to go. So we get angry and we hate it and we fight against it. Don't do that. Accept it. It is what it is. It's right in front of you for the lessons. I know I'm being redundant. I want to make sure I get this through to people. And just learn your lesson and move on. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you have any comments, if you have any questions for me, please leave it in the comment section below, and I promise I will get back to you. And if you would like to see my videos on a regular basis, please subscribe to my video. And that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching again. May you live long and prosperous. Peace out. Namaste. Have a great, wonderful day. Bye now.